is your night out look.
Ooh.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's not a normal everyday makeup look.
Well, it almost is actually, but now I've stopped wearing as much makeup, so actually I guess you're right, it is a special look.
Special occasion.
Special occasion. Bare face, I'd very moisturized and all that. So I am gonna start with the primer. I got a sample of the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer, this fancy primer, and I've been trying to find something that actually does what it says and actually primes your face. So I'm gonna try this out, see if I actually like it.
So this is your first time using it, yeah?
My second time using it. The first time it actually worked really well. I was like, but it could have been in my head too, because I also used the Makeup Forever foundation with it. So maybe the magical combination meant something, I don't know. So I have combination skin. So the foundation I've been using, or one of them, is the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Balance little stick that I feel like no one talks about this stick, and it's gotten kind of mixed reviews, but I really like it. I always get compliments when I wear this foundation. It has a little mini core in the middle, so it keeps you from getting all greasy and sweaty. So I just smear it on because I'm not an expert. Yeah. By the way, this is the Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques. It's the best brush. One brush you need, this one. I'm always the same color. It's always like coconut. Whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, there we go.
Coconut?
It's always called coconut or something along those lines. This one is coconut 355. Or usually I always go for the darkest shade because unfortunately they think my shade is the darkest shade, which is fine. No, it's not. But anyways, it's nighttime, so honestly, I don't feel like caking on makeup at night because no one's gonna see me. So concealer-wise, I'm only using one concealer right now. It's the Tarte Shape Tape. The only one anyone needs. It's perfect. I have NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer.
Whoa.
And I'm literally using it now as a foundation because I want to get rid of it because I don't use it anymore. So I just smear it on my face in the mornings.
Look at that packaging.
It's a gross in the bottom, but it's so pretty and it's so big, and I like it because the reason it's so big is so that you can use it to contour or conceal. So, and they just came out with a bunch of other colors, which is really nice. This is the Deluxe Concealer Brush from Real Techniques. I used to be super into sponges, especially the Beauty Blender, which is from Jesus, but it's just so much money to keep spending for everything, and so I switched everything to brushes. I just use brushes. Oh, and I usually, like, after I'm done smearing my my concealer underneath my eyes, I would just dab a little bit all over my face wherever I feel like there's a little spot because there's always a little bit left on the brush. I'm gonna just fill in my eyebrows really fast. I use the drawing eyebrow from Etude House because everything Korean is all I use, or try to. Mostly because, you know, the other brands like, was it Anastasia Beverly Hills and Hourglass were coming out with these chisel shaped eyebrow pencils. And I was just like, and I did my research and I realized, you know, this shape came from Korean skincare and Korean makeup because of the really popular lock-shaped eyebrow. And so this kind of chisel shape that actually, like, you can fill in a straight brow really easily with, this is, you know, where it came from. And so why am I going to spend $25, $30 on some American version when I could just buy the real thing for $4.50? So Amazon. Actually, this is a newer one. They made a newer one with more pencil, like more product. It's like double the product for like additional $1, so like $5. It comes in 6 shades. The only thing with this is that, you know, another thing with a lot of Asian brow products is that they will lean a little more gray.
Yeah.
They're not as warm as American ones.
Yeah.
So something to consider. I just use straight up black because I like straight up black. I know a lot of people add dimension to their brows and do brown. I just smear on black stuff. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers, like especially ones with deeper skin tones like me, they'll be like, okay, well, I use a brown one to draw in, do some dimension, and then I fill in with the black, and so it looks like real hair. I don't care. I'm not that deep into it. I prefer just straight up black.
Dimension.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it looks great. Not like it looks wonderful. It's just I'm not an expert, so I don't do it.
You're gonna be in the dark anyway, yeah.
I'm gonna be in the dark. Thank you. So I've also noticed that the less effort I put in my brows, the better they look.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like smear this on and hopefully pray for the best. I'm gonna put on mascara. The only mascara I use is Lash Sensational from Maybelline. It's the only one I touch. I I'm just obsessed with it. I mean, I'll probably get over it soon, but this is also like my 5th or 6th tube, so I probably won't. I love it. I love it so much. It's amazing. It's really lengthening, which I really
so you
like.
don't curl?
Nope, I do not curl, but also my lashes are really long. Story is that when I was younger,
Your mom trimmed your lashes, didn't she?
no, my best friend, she was really into like taking like biotin and folic acid and all that when we were like in early college. No, this is like early college time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do that. Like, this sounds like a great idea. So I took biotin and my eyelashes grew like insane. So they've been like that ever since.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, like, I'm like, this is like true story. True story.
I don't like this story.
Like, that's so, my lashes are like, they're at a length that I like, you know, they're, I'm sure people have longer lashes, but mine are pretty good. So I don't really curl or do anything like that. I don't really care.
I took biotin when I was in college.
Really?
Not only did it make my hair grow faster, it made my leg.
Oh yeah, it makes you everything grow fat. Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Instead of shave twice as much.
You know what's funny? My brows didn't grow at all. So now what I've been doing is, and this is good for your eyelashes too if you want a cheap alternative. Stay safe though, but the Jamaican black castor oil, put it on my brows. Like honestly, my brows used to be like half like shaved off.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so I'm just kidding. So that stuff, I pretty much put it on every night. It's very thick, and you can even buy little empty tubes of mascara, kind of like this, but just empty, on Amazon for a couple bucks, and you can fill it with whatever product you want.
Wait a minute.
And you can just coat like your brows, your eyelashes. Of course, again, it's oil, so you don't want to goop it on and get in your eyes and anything like that. But it's very thick, so it will stick to wherever you put it on. It won't drip all over. I am gonna do the boy brow. I've decided. Cool. So.
You can technically just put hair gel into a tube of mascara then and use that as brow gel, yeah?
Except it would probably get really flaky, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, that's actually true though. You do that and then you sell it on eBay and you tell me how that works.
You do that and tell me how it goes.
How it goes. The boy brow, I feel like one thing no one says about this product is that if you put too much on, you'll look like crap. So like, be really careful. I know, like, I mean, put too much on the actual brush. Like, I always have to make sure the brush isn't super
clean.
Yeah, like it's just enough, because sometimes it will goop, especially when the tube is a little bit older. It will goop on there a little. It gets a little crazy. So I'm just really conscious about like how clean the thing is, because I remember the first couple times I'm like, this sucks, because I would just scrape it on and just be really aggressive. You have to have like a light hand and really go. But this stuff does last forever.
It's my favorite.
I mean, guys, it works. It's really good. I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care if you think this is sponsored.
What the heck is that?
This is, okay, so just as a side note, I do have the Play by Sephora box, highly suggested. And so where a lot of my samples come from, they gave me a sample of the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I tried it by itself the first time and I hated it. It like completely came off of my eyelashes. Like it didn't even stay, which is so weird. It's never happened to me before. Then I decided to put it on top of my mascara. Best thing ever. So I layer my mascaras. Yeah. If you have a lot of mascara that you're using and you don't know, or like a lot of it's just sitting around, you're like, what do I do? How do I use this? I combine my mascaras.
I wonder how many people have that problem.
I do. Sometimes.
What do you do with all this?
Like, what do I do with all this stuff? I put on more than one mascara. I layer them.
You love mascara though, yeah?
I really do. And also the Lash Sensational. Like I said, it's like for me, it's very lengthening. And like when putting the Perversion on top makes it a little bit more like clumpy, thick, like fake eyelashes kind of look, which is fun when I'm going out or doing. I want to have just a bold look. So the Sephora Play box, really fast. I don't get anything to say this. I will say if you can get on that wait list. When I signed up, it was on a wait list. What? Yeah. The reason why I like this box over the other boxes, first of all, it's $10 a month.
You're so sponsored.
I'm so sponsored, but you know, whatever. This isn't free. So the reason why I really like it is because it's high-end products every single time. The other boxes, although I like, you know, supporting smaller brands and all that, I want to try out these expensive things that I'm not going to spend money on, you know? I have an eye cream that's worth like $65 right now because I got it as a sample, and this sample lasts for a year and it's so much product. I don't even know if I'm going to use them. I like double, triple up because it's so much product. Oh. Like things like that you're never going to spend money on, and brands that you've always been curious about, like all these brands in stores, like I just never get to try. So I don't know. I really like the fact that it's high end. pieces that brands that I know of, that I've heard of. And I like to think that's $10, and it's from Sephora. You get, you know, extra little perks. Sephora is really easy to find for a lot of people, so that's why I like it.
But Val, do they cater to your needs?
They do. I'm not gonna lie. So you make your own little, I guess your profile, and you pick like your hair type, your hair needs, your skincare needs, your skin type, your skin tone, your eye color. You put all these things. So for the most part, like I haven't gotten a foundation sample or like a concealer sample from the box, but I like all the things that they've given for the most part. If I didn't like something, like one time I got the first box, I got a wave spray, like to make beachy waves, and I'm like, how can I do that? So I gave that away, and then the rest have just been like lipsticks. I just didn't like the color because I'm really particular about my lipstick colors. Yeah. So that's just me thing. It's not that the color was ugly in any way. So at this point, I'm looking fresh. I'm looking plain. So I bought the Sephora Colorful Blush in Hot Flush. It's a super, super, super bright orange. I don't know if it comes out on the screen, but it is stunning. It is amazing.
It looks like pumpkin spice latte.
It's really pretty. It's really overwhelming. I was like, but then because I want this look to be really warm, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on just a little bit. Not too crazy, but it's a really nice color. I was really surprised. I've been trying to get into
nice.
Right. It's gonna be intense. I'm gonna try to tone it down a little bit, but it goes.
You're going out, so make it intense.
That's true. The one thing you'll see is the blush, but yeah, it just gives a little bit of glow. I think that if you have really, really light skin, this is something that you might want to layer. If you want to try it, it's like $12 or something like that. It's not expensive. And so I don't know. It's a color that I think looks really good, especially for deeper skin tones. But if you have a lighter skin tone, you may want to just like make maybe a pinky tone more coral with a little bit of orange. I don't know, just an idea. Okay, so I use the ColourPop highlighter is one of my favorite ones. It's a really moussey, cool texture. This is unfortunately limited edition. It's not available anymore, but it's the Golden Child. It's a highlighter that Jamie King came out. She did a collaboration with ColourPop. So
Jamie King?
Yeah.
The 90s star?
The actress.
The actress.
Yeah. She did a collab. I mean, it's old. Like I don't think they sell any of it anymore. But it was a lot of like nice, like bold reds, and this beautiful like I can't even describe it as copper. It's like I don't know. It's like a golden copper. It's a really nice color. And because I don't know how to put on eyeshadow, I use this as my eyeshadow. So I'm going to just smear it on. And
so this isn't a highlight. This is an eyeshadow.
It's a highlight. I use it as both because I'm really bad. Because you know what? It's very sheer as an eyeshadow. So it just makes my lids, my already greasy lids, look like something's actually going on there.
Oh.
And it's like pretty subtle, and I'm gonna actually put another product on top to make it a little bit brighter and to set it up. I'm also gonna put this a little bit as highlight. So ColourPop's highlighters, I literally cannot recommend them enough. Them and their actual lippy sticks are my two favorites. I'm not sure how I feel about the liquid lipsticks anymore, just because I'm over liquid lipsticks in general. So on top of that, another discontinued item. I'm sorry, but I really wanted to use this. This is the Kiko Milano Soft Touch Blush in shade 100. It pretty much is a bronzer. It's not even a blush, because I don't know who blushes with this, but I love it. I think it's so nice, and it's on my skin. It just shows up as a really soft, very, very subtle highlight, which is why I like it so much. This is pretty much my go-to, very like everyday product. This was $3 or so. They are stopping this formula and doing another product. Kiko loves to do that, so I'm sorry. So
I've never even heard of Kiko. Are they like a Korean brand?
They're a Italian brand, Kiko Milano.
Where do you buy it?
They have it at the mall over here, girl.
What mall?
Over in Cerritos Mall, they have it.
What's it comparable to?
Let's see. It's hard to compare this brand to other things. Okay, so honestly, the things that they've been really popular for, so they had a eyeshadow that was pretty much a dupe for the MAC. What's the MAC highlight? They had a MAC highlight that was like super amazing, and Kiko Milano came out with a eyeshadow that was straight up a dupe. I think that's one of the big things that got them to be really well known. Their stuff is really affordable. So like honestly, A foundation will be on sale. A foundation will be like $5. Regular price maybe 15 or 16. And they're just starting to have stores, so you probably have to buy it online for most people. Certain places actually have a store, but if you do have a store, I would highly suggest checking it out. Right now I've only tried a few of their products. I have a foundation of theirs that I really like. It's like a long wearing one. This blush is from God, and they have a lot of sales, like 5 for 10. You know, I think I got this as part of like a 5 for 15 kind of thing, where you just add 5 items, and I got like a lip liner and all these things. It's a really interesting brand. I guess it's newer to the United States, and I really like the quality. It's really good prices, so it's something that if you want to try something out, you won't feel guilty trying it out. So I highly suggest look up Kiko Milano. You'll find the MAC. Dude, I'm so sorry that I forgot the name. But you'll find that a lot of YouTubers have been talking about their dupe for a MAC highlight. It's really pretty. So hopefully now I look really glowy and subtly.
Kardashian.
And I'm gonna put a little bit of this on my eyelids, just a little bit, just to set that other product that I put. Just a little bit. It's not too crazy. Last step is lipstick. I only wear 3 colors: red, purple, and brown.
I thought you were like gonna say, I only wear 3 colors on my lips at once.
I only put a rainbow on my lips at one time. So
you're talking about like the eyebrows definition.
Oh, yes.
I was like, damn.
This is actually, I found out later, this is an eyeliner from LA Girl. I didn't know that. I thought it was a lip liner, so I use it as a lip liner. Someone tell me if this is dangerous. I don't think it is.
I mean, if it's good, if it's okay for your eyes.
Exactly. If it's okay for your eyes, I'm sure it's good for your lips. And I had no idea until it was like halfway down with this too. So it's just a brown liner. I'm gonna line my lips. For me, since I have uneven colored lips, it's really important for me to put on a lip liner. I'm gonna smear a little bit in the middle of my lips too.
I'm just gonna leave it at that and call it a day.
And we're out. Because without it, some lipsticks aren't pigmented enough to cover, be a solid color. So sometimes I'll put this on just to make my lips even. It helps with the longevity of your lips, of your lipstick, I mean. Especially with the waxier formulas. I like a waxier, like a thicker formula. Some people like their lip liners a little bit creamier, which I don't see the purpose for.
It's hard talking with you lining.
Yeah, it's hard for me to do, so I'm sorry. I'm probably mumbling right now. I apologize. And speaking of ColourPop lipsticks, the one I'm using is Pitch. It's their matte formula lippy stick.
Because you're on a night out.
Night out, super dark. It's really creamy. It has a little bit of sheen. You'll see this is, I think ColourPop's matte lipsticks are more of a satin finish, while their Matte X is more of a true matte finish.
Wait, what?
So they have several finishes for their lipsticks.
Yeah.
The matte one isn't really matte, and you'll see when I put it on. It's definitely more satiny, has a little bit of shine to it. So don't be surprised. If you're really looking for something like, like concrete matte, the Matte X formula, that is a more current formula they just came out with. It's really matte, and it's really good. Talking about matte lipstick that doesn't make your lips feel like gross, super good. It's only $5, by the way. $5, come on. So, I'm gonna put this one on top.
I really want to try ColourPop like eyeshadows and stuff, but I don't wear eyeshadow on a day-to-day, so it's kind of like hard for me to.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I'm trying, but it's just not my thing. The setting spray I've been using, at least one of them, is the Boscia White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Setting Spray. This stuff is awesome. It smells like eucalyptus. And the bottle, I know it sounds so corny, but this bottle just feels so luxurious. So
No, I love that. That's like the thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little, and I do a lot, by the way. Love it. It really does dry just fine, and then you won't notice anything. And I do find that it is a little bit mattifying, which is good. It does control oil. Another setting spray that I suggest if you're not into like $16 or whatever for this tiny little bottle, the Wet n Wild setting spray. Oh my god, it is chemically smelling, so if you're really sensitive, probably shouldn't use it. But I can put that stuff on and nothing moves. The first thing, at least for me, is my highlight and blush that always goes away within like 3 hours. So let's see, am I ready? Am I filthy beautiful? I think so. I also got a little bit of shiny stuff on my eyelashes, but it's totally fine. So yeah, this is actually definitely something I would wear out. I've worn this to work too, so whatever. But this is pretty much my going out look. And yes, I actually am going out after this. So.
Thanks for the invite, okay? All right, thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.